The Washington Spirit are back in the NWSL Championship for the second consecutive season after their 2-0 win today against the Portland Thorns after goals from Gift Monday and Croy Bethune. The Spirit, they last won the title back in 2021, and now they are heading to San Jose for the final next weekend. Here's just a reminder of how the bracket looks. It's the Spirit's fourth trip to the final in their history, and now they will await the winner of Orlando Pride and Gotham, who will go head-to-head tomorrow. Should it be Orlando, it'll be a rematch of last season's final. Meanwhile, Gotham, they won in 2023, also as the lowest seed that year. Good to have you with us, everybody. Welcome along. I'm Poppy Miller alongside Darian Jenkins, Ali Riley and Kelley O'Hara. Kelley, I suppose in matches like this, it never matters how you get there as long as you get the result. But you've got to say Washington Spirit were the better team as well today, right?
They should be so excited they're going to the final, but also so pleased with how they played. They were absolutely the better team. They showed they deserved to be in this final, and they should be riding high after this game at Audi Stadium.
How about Rowdy Howdy behind them as well?
It sure was rowdy. The crowd got exactly what they wanted. Dominant performance. Washington Spirit, they know the way to San Jose.
They know the way. Oh, it was a rhyme.
That was good, Ali, I like that. This time, though, obviously they're looking to come out on the other side of it, Darian, once they do get to the final. But they were a level above Portland today, right?
Yeah, I think that tactically their game plan was so much more successful. They knew to shut down Portland's midfield, to get Coffee occupied, and then go down the channels and just bomb forward. And I have to say, Kwasi, Gift Monday, Portland had no answer in those wide spaces, and it proved to be the correct choice for Washington Spirit. They were dominant, like Kelley said, and really deserved the win today.
Let's have a look at the highlights then, because most of the highlights come from the Washington Spirit, don't they? They also had a goal disallowed in the first half as well. We'll jump ahead to when the first goal came, though, from Gift Monday, 27 minutes in.
Yeah, and it was Rosamund Kwasi. Here you'll see her bombing forward. It's actually off of them defending a corner. Hal Hirschfeld sends this forward and just off to the races. It's like the ground is catching underneath her feet, pulling behind her. And just look at Gift Monday in the center. You see Portland trying to recover. She cuts it perfectly timed, and Gift Monday puts it away. Now that's the 6th assist Kwasi has to Gift Monday in all competitions. It's a combination that cannot be stopped.
In the 69th minute, we were off our seats because after great combination play, we see Kwasi again. Some chaos, a collision in the box, falls to Sofia Cantore, and the shot goes off the post.
She couldn't believe it. She could not believe it. Bethune's trying to make her feel okay. But Portland, they're only down 1-0 at this point, and they take their chance. This is probably the best chance of the game. Torden cuts inside. But Aubrey Bledsoe, who else? Kingsbury. She is.
Hey, I haven't heard that in a minute.
Back in the day, you know.
Well, Washington Spirit weren't done here. You see Sam Hyatt trying to play this ball back to Mackenzie Arnold. Croy Bethune sees it, takes off, brings it to the 6-yard box, and just buries it. And look at the scenes. Rowdy Audi is absolutely electric. You see the disappointment in Arnold. Could she have taken Bethune down, tried to get a little bit more contact, at least knock her off balance, but just look at the energy, the celebration for the Spirit.
Oh, and in stoppage time, I know everybody wanted to see this one go in, but Trinity Rodman on the right side puts it across, and it's just wide of the post. I think a little too quick there to get the tap in for Gift Monday, but good performance for a couple of minutes.
So the Washington Spirit, they're off to their 4th NWSL Championship game, their 2nd straight, another clean sheet for the Spirit today. And we had the chance to catch up with the Defender of the Year nominee, Tara McKeown, after the final whistle.
Congrats. So proud of you. That was an incredible game. You played amazing. I felt like you stepping through winning balls was so good. You were linchpin for Spirit in the back. But okay, you've been now to 3 finals in 5 years. What's the secret?
I think it's the people around me, this team and our coaches, everyone on the Spirit organization. I mean, we just stuck together and pulled out that win.
Tara, we can barely hear you because of the atmosphere there at Audi. What was it like having the crowd behind you?
So loud.
Did that give you that energy?
It was amazing the whole game. They gave us the extra energy. Yeah, they definitely gave us the extra energy the whole way. Encouraging us, keeping us going, getting us that second goal. So it's all credit to the fans and playing at Audi Field.
Tara, this team seems like it's so fun to play for. I love the celebrations after Croy's goal, everybody dancing, jumping around her. What's the culture of this team right now?
Just staying together and having fun. We love this. We love soccer. We love playing at Audi. We love our fans. So just when we score, everyone scores. Just getting everyone involved and helping them keep us going.
Kelley mentioned how important it was for you to step up and be aggressive. Was that part of your tactic to nullify Portland's midfield, where a lot of conversation has been about how good their midfield is this season?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they have a great midfield, and our midfield was up for the task. We were defending strong from the front line to the midfield to the back line. It was a team effort defending, and being able to shut that down limited their chances and gave us more going forward.
Tara, can you talk about the secret sauce between you, Esme Morgan, Rebecca Bernal? I think you guys have grown so much throughout the season. It just seems like you're peaking at the right time and in such lockstep with each other.
Yeah, we're really connected on the field. I mean, there's been a lot of different lineup changes, Rebe in the midfield, Esme right back, so we're just flowing together, honestly, and just encouraging each other and having a lot of fun together, and when you have fun, it's easier to play your best.
All right, Tara, y'all have booked your tickets to the final, but the other semifinal is still yet to play, happening tomorrow. Is there a team you'd prefer to see come next Saturday between Orlando and Gotham?
I feel like either's game is going to be exciting. Every time we play Gotham, I feel like something crazy happens, and a rematch of the final would be amazing. So we're just happy to be there, and whoever we get, we're ready.
Oh, Tara, back-to-back finals next week. We can't wait to see you in San Jose. Best of luck next week, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you so much. Thanks, guys.
Oh, well, last time she won a championship, you were with her. Kelley, what was she like as a teammate?
Well, last time we won a championship, Tara was a forward. She played the 9 for us. So the fact that she now is bringing her team back to another final and is a nominee for Defender of the Year, like, she is so impressive. You're laughing.
It's so impressive.
She truly is such an impressive player, and she came into this league as a forward, played college as a forward, and to make that transition, it's not easy, but she fully embraced that. And to be one of the best defenders in the NWSL is one of the hardest things to do. And the fact that she can do it just speaks to the type of player she is. She's also a fantastic person. I loved having her as a teammate. So I'm just thrilled for her right now.
How many forwards do you know that can defend like that? You were one of them.
Well, I mean, you played forward too, and then
that was a
went
long time ago.
Right, but yeah, she should be very excited, very proud.
How do you think they're feeling, Darian? Obviously, it's all excitement today, but it was a good question. We all said a good question, Kelley, at the end, because who would you want to face? Would you want a chance at redemption, or would you want a different challenge in the final?
I would, if I were Tara, I would absolutely want a chance at redemption. But when you're in this position, you're going to just take it like another game. You're going to go play your best, focus on yourselves. But you know that that's always in the back of your mind, that you were in the final. And especially when you didn't have a Corey Bethune there, and Trinity Rodman was dealing with a knock the entire match. This is a team, this is a team that looked incredible today without a Trinity Rodman. So imagine this next week when she's going to come back, we'll see her get more minutes. I don't know if she'll start, but they look so confident and good. So I love Tara's answer that she's like, we're just ready to play. We'll handle whoever we got coming.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing them. Obviously, the other matches happening tomorrow. We've got loads more to come, though, after the break. Washington Spirit, they're now unbeaten in their last 6 NWSL home playoff matches. And we've got more on the matchup to the final and on this team in just a sec. Welcome back, everybody. Well, last season, the 2024 NWSL Rookie of the Year and Midfielder of the Year, Croy Bethune, missed out on the playoffs and the championship match due to injury, but today she recorded her first career playoff goal to secure the Spirit a place back in the final. Such a good goal, wasn't it? And so well taken. One player we haven't mentioned yet, though, was Kwasi, who has been incredible all season, Darian, especially with the assists to Gift Monday. You've got a tactical pack, right, on her?
I do. Let's watch Kwasi cook, because not only was she incredible in the quarterfinals and all season long, she showed up in the semis. I mean, just look at her takeoff speed, getting this across the 6-yard box, making it so difficult for Portland's backline to clear this out. I mean, I should ask the defenders here how tough it is when a ball is put across the 18 like that. And then she ends up getting the assist here on Gift Monday, but her speed, her determination, her physicality, the tactics that she implemented, just knowing where to take it down the line, the challenges, who she was going up against. She knew her advantages, and of course, when she'd play a little bit more safe, she was defending a lot as well. Look at her picking this ball up, winning all of her battles. She was incredibly impressive. Player of the match.
She was so dominant down her side. She made Portland's day a bad day.
Yeah.
And they did not have much of an answer for her and what she was able to do.
It's so hard when you're running back and facing your own goal, because
Exactly.
she is so fast. So any ball put across, there is a risk of an own goal, which we almost saw that, or getting the assist.
Yeah, and here's her heat map of, her just being in the attack, a menace. I mentioned those wing channels between her and Gift Monday. They were dominant, and Portland just did not have them in, and their outside backs were in such a battle today, trying to shut down the speed, trying to shut down the balls that were played from Croy Bethune, from Kwasi to Gift Monday, and they just didn't have the answer. It was definitely Kwasi's day.
And to think that Trinity Rodman wasn't even in that for most of the match is
Scary.
crazy to think about, right?
Right, yeah, it is. I think that Spirit's wingers won the day, and that was a deciding factor in their success.
Absolutely. And you mentioned it wasn't about Trinity Rodman when the connection, the stat with the connection
Gift
between
Monday.
Kwasi and Gift Monday.
Yeah.
How many assists was it?
6 assists in all comps from Kwasi to Gift Monday.
I would like to know what Gift Monday is paying Kwasi right now. Does she bring her coffee every morning? What does she do?
Pass it to me.
We need to know the team, right?
To help with the bonus. What did you think about that second goal, though, by the way? Because it was an awkward one, wasn't it? You really obviously felt for the defensive error.
Sam Hyatt.
And Sam Hyatt obviously played the ball back, and it was a bit of a miskey, wasn't it, for Croy Bethune to be able to take advantage of?
Yeah. It was an unfortunate play by Portland. Sam, I don't think, realized how close Croy was. She's looking to play the ball back to Arnold to be able to clear. Arnold's caught into the middle. Can she slide tackle there? Can she tackle there as opposed to try to clear it out? That's a conversation that we were having. But credit to Croy Bethune. She jumped on that and she said, thank you very much. I will take this and I will make it count.
And we've been there as defenders.
It is the worst.
A slow, loose pass, and you can get punished so quickly. But again, credit to Croy to actually anticipate that, not react. She thought, I have a chance here, and she went for it.
Yeah, I have a really good coach that always told us, if you're an attacker, always think optimistic.
Yes,
think that the
anticipation.
ball, think that the ball is always going to pop out to you. You're going to be in the right place if you just do the work early. I think as a defender, he always said, think pessimistic.
Right.
Think the worst thing is going to happen, and that you need to secure every single thing. And I'm like, thank God I was a forward. But it is one of those situations for Croy Bethune where she's just being optimistic. Hey, if I continue my run, if I continue this press, at least I'm shutting down the angle. Maybe the ball will pop over to me, and it did, and sealed the deal for the Spirit. But credit to Croy Bethune. She had such an impressive game. And then to get her first goal in playoffs, to lead this team, her swagger on the pitch, she just brings the joy. I love watching her play.
I need to know what the celebration was, like where that,
She did the 6-7?
I think they were like doing
She had a lot of the players doing it this time. They were ready.
We're too old to know
I
now.
know, what are we missing? Someone tell us.
She took it so well, didn't she? At one point, I thought she was going to actually dribble it all the way in and not even pass it in.
I was like, take your time.
Yeah. All the time.
You're doing great, sweetie.
We've got a viewer comment on YouTube. Let's have a look. Make sure you send in your comments as well and join us in the chat. Just left Audi. That game was not stressful compared to our usual matches. So hyped for the championship. Booked my flight last night.
Wow, they were feeling confident.
Very confident.
I love that.
They must be forwards. They were optimistic.
Very optimistic.
No
but I appreciate this comment because I think that they were being serious in saying like it wasn't as stressful as usual games at Audi because
no penalties.
Yes, it did go to extra time, but Spirit played so well. They were dominant. I didn't see them. I was concerned when they went up, middle of the first half, that there was going to be a drop in their play. They might get a little tense. They might start to sit back a little bit, but they continued what they did from the start of the game throughout. And if I was a fan in stadium or watching wherever you were, it wasn't as stressful. You were kind of like, Spirit's got this. They have a good handle on this game. Yeah.
I think from their quarterfinal match against Louisville, that was a big lesson of taking your foot off the gas pedal and allowing Louisville to come in the game, not doing, having your press right, being just a little late to a step. It allowed Louisville to send that ball forward, end up getting the goal, equalizing. So I think this game, they're like, it ain't happening. Yeah. We're not stopping for 90 plus. And then Trinity came in, and of course you have to respect her speed and what she can do on the ball. But this team is stacked. Despite all the injuries, still so stacked.
Do you think, by the way, just on the other side of that for the Portland Thorns, obviously the Spirit did miss a few chances, didn't they? It didn't go their way in certain moments of the game. Were you disappointed that they couldn't take control of the game in the second half?
I was. You saw them trying to be more aggressive, but again, just didn't have an answer. And I think one injury that has affected Portland is Emma Vignola. Obviously, as a former Angel City player, want to give her the shout out, but that is a player who could have come on and really made a difference as a fullback. I think Torpy was struggling a little bit when she would step up. There was leaving space and behind. And so that is where it was not just Washington Spirit who has seen injuries plague them, but Portland actually has a long list of injuries. So I think even when they brought players on, we weren't able to see a huge momentum shift. Until the end, it looked like maybe they could get one back, but I felt like the game was over.
I was also wondering, where was Petra Jordan? Why didn't she come into the match earlier?
Sooner, right.
I even said that last week. They're missing her creativity because she's also one of those players that has some swagger. She's bold on the ball. She likes to go 1v1 and set people up. Her and Olivia Moultrie play really well off of each other, and then Raylan Turner can stretch. But they were so stuck in their midfield line that they weren't able to do anything, and they were really missing some more very direct creativity from her. And I wish we would have seen her sooner, and I think the game would have turned out a little bit different in their favor in the attack.
Yeah, never really felt like they were truly threatening the Spirit in any moment. We've got another comment, this time on the Portland Thorns. Let's have a look. Portland never seemed to find their rhythm. Their excellent midfield was pretty quiet all game. A good point, because we talked about how good this Portland midfield was in the pre-show and how they're one of the best midfields in the entire league.
And credit to, again, we heard from Tara McKeown. Part of the tactic was to step in and win those balls, disrupt that midfield. That was a lot of the conversation we heard in the presser ahead of the game as well. They knew that they would have to be focused, communicate who was going to disrupt Portland's midfield. And they did it. They were successful. And Washington wasn't relying on one line of their team, on one player. Everyone had such a good game, whereas we saw now if Portland's midfield wasn't able to do what they like to do, they didn't have anything else to offer to try to get a goal.
How much of that do you think was the moment today, Kelley, and the atmosphere that they had to play in? If anything, if you were in the Portland changing room now and you're reflecting on the game, what do you think the biggest factor was?
Ooh, good question.
Great question.
Poppy. I don't think that the moment was too big for them playing at Audi. It's the Portland Thorns. They play in front of an enthusiastic. There's an enthusiastic crowd week in and week out. And I think it was Olivia Moultrie before the game said, it doesn't matter if the crowd's cheering for us or against us. It's just the atmosphere, drives us and we feed off of that. So I don't think it was that. I genuinely think that Spirit had the better game plan and they executed it much better than Portland did.
Yeah, and I think looking at Portland's attack, it's so reliant on their midfield that because they had to respect the way that Spirit were coming out. I mean, in the first 10 minutes, in some of my notes, I said, wow, they're really finding the channels, the pockets. They're turning around Sam Coffey. She's having to cover a lot of ground, pulls Jess Fleming back, pulls Olivia Moultrie back. Raylan Turner was really deep defending. They had them pinned so much because Spirit were dominating on the ball that you didn't get to see the joy, the specialness that is the Portland Thorns because they were respecting Spirit's attack, which is just a credit to Spirit's tactics.
Yeah. This is the second consecutive season, though, that Portland have gone out at this point. Do you think it's still a success for them, Ali, when you reflect on the season for Portland?
I do, and when you hear Rob Gale speak about this was a rebuild year and the players saying everyone counted them out, they still had a really good season. And we haven't spoken at all about the fact that they were missing Sophia Wilson, Morgan Weaver. There were big names that missed essentially the entire season here. So I think the team can be really, really proud. I think they will take a lot from this season. And then next season, I don't know if they can still say, oh, it's a rebuild year because they did so well. So I'm interested to see what moves they make in the offseason. And I expect them to be back in the playoffs next season.
We've got another comment. Lots of comments.
I love it.
Washington are the most well-rounded team. Passing was very good. Their coach knows what he's doing.
Go
What
on,
do you think,
Tina.
And speaking of Tina, you are right. Their passing, their link-up play was so good, and we are going to show that right now with a pack on the front five, the flow of the front five. The front five of Bethune, Santos, Kawasi, Monday, and Cantori, the interplay between these five players, the timing, the delivery, it is just so good. You're seeing this in these different plays of how they're able to work off of each other. The understanding of, I'm going to play the ball forward, I'm running off, I have somebody in behind, the push-pull, it really is beautiful football to watch. I loved this today. It was really enjoyable. These front five are just coming together at the right time, in the right moment, and you add Trinity into the mix in the very last minutes of the game. You have a Trinity Rodman checking off the bench to join this front five. And if you're a Spirit fan or the Spirit coach, you're pretty happy about this.
He is nominated for Coach of the Year, so he does know what he's doing. And you could see in those clips, look what their movement does to Portland's back line. You have Torpy all the way in to the middle of the goal, which leaves Cantore so much space on the wing, and it happened over and over and over again. But you had to respect these players, and it's just leaving space somewhere else.
I think it's such a compliment looking at these five players. I love that graphic because when you think about the way that each of them play, they complement each other so well because no player is the same. The push-pull, it disorganized Portland's backline so much, but the 1v1 creativity, the direct play, if it's a hold-up play with Sophia Cantore or Trinity Rodman coming in and just bombing forward, they have every layer of attack depending on who they go against. And I think they're such a force in the front, and any combination is difficult to come against.
Good to see Trinity Rodman obviously come on at the very end of the game just for a couple of minutes before the match. We were talking about her future, and is it in the NWSL? Is it with the Washington Spirit, or is it potentially elsewhere somewhere in Europe? Can you read into anything, Kelley, her coming on for the final minutes of the match?
Kelley, what do you know?
Is that just them giving her a couple of minutes, do you think?
No, I mean, I think the reason she checked into the game was because Spirit were up 2-0. They have a cushion. She was available. She was in full training yesterday. They have essentially, when she was checking in, their ticket was pretty much booked to the final.
Right.
So let's give you some minutes. You haven't been in a game since beginning of October.
Yeah.
So let's get your feet wet. Let's get you back into it so that, we can maybe give you more minutes in the final, and she could be the game changer for them.
Yeah. No, we have no idea what's going to happen, but I do think that it was great for the crowd to see her out there. It gives that confidence. And again, if you are Portland thinking, I hope we can get back into this, and then you see Trinity Rodman checking into the game, it's kind of another blow.
You think, oh, well, there goes that. Very last.
She had almost scored.
Exactly.
Yeah, she did. She had a really good chance. Do you think we'll see? You all don't think we'll see her start in the final? Is that right?
I don't think.
I don't think. I don't know if it's smart when you're just getting a couple minutes under your belt. Sure, she looked lethal. We saw her sprinting at the end of the match last game in the quarterfinals, but it's not something you want to risk. And I think who they have on the pitch right now is gelling really well. If you don't have to risk her and play her a ton of minutes in the final, you rest her right now and just be smart.
1,000%.
And I think some people will look at this and say, but it's a final, but her health is so much more important, and they will definitely know, the medical team will manage how much can she play, how much do we need her to play, what does the game state look like at halftime. So obviously we know she wants to play, but it was such a dominant performance, and I'm thinking we might see a similar lineup next weekend.
Yeah, and she's available, isn't she? We've got a tweet now, not a fan comment. Trinity Rodman in the mixed zone. My focus has been on winning this championship and then the next steps to come after that. Once we get this championship, then I can start making decisions and figuring out what next year looks like. Okay, this is interesting.
Yeah, so it's on the mind, but not on the mind.
Yeah. Like, that's for next Sunday's
She's
thoughts.
like, I'm not thinking about it, but I'm thinking about not thinking about it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So are we, Trinity. So are we.
I mean, she's definitely not saying my future's here.
No.
Right?
Oh, no.
So
No, definitely.
She
She
left
definitely
it
did not say
very
that.
open. Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe you lift that trophy and you think, now
This feels nice.
yeah, and now
Or
I can
this is
do
a perfect chapter.
a perfect chapter's ending.
Yeah. Okay, interesting. We'll see what happens with Trinity Rodman's future, but we do know they've got one more game to play this season, and tomorrow we'll find out who they're playing. We'll look ahead to the other match, Orlando Pride and Gotham FC, in just a second. Welcome back, everybody. Well, tomorrow the defending champions Orlando Pride face the 2023 winners Gotham FC in the second semi-final at 3 o'clock Eastern over on ABC. And one of these teams will join the Spirit next week in the final in San Jose. How are we feeling about this game?
Terrified.
Yeah, Kel, how you feeling?
I mean, I would like to. I'm also nervous. That's all I'm going to say.
Do you want to see a repeat of?
Well, I mean, I think it would be fun to see two clubs that I played for and won championships with
That's a
battle
good
it out
reason.
in the final,
Yeah.
and it would also make me stressed all week long.
Would you sit on the fence if it was a Gotham Spirit final? Or would you
Let's not talk about that yet.
lean
Let's not talk about that yet. I don't
one
want to talk about that yet. Like, nothing's happened yet. There's nothing to talk about. So.
way? But you would like to see that final.
Yeah, I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
I think that would be fun.
Who's the favourite in this game, Ali, for you?
Oh my gosh.
Tough question.
If you had asked me a week ago when we thought maybe Kansas City would be in the final, but my gut is telling me Orlando, but I really don't know what is going to happen in this game, but I think it's going to be high energy, electric. We have a pissed off Marta who feels like everyone has counted them out. I don't know if that is true, but I do know that it will motivate her to lift that team and do whatever it takes to get to San Jose.
I always think about your interview with Marta last year. It was so good. It was so touching. She, just when you think she's got nothing left to prove, that's when she shows everybody how hungry she still is, right, for silverware.
Yeah, I mean, we've both played with Marta, and the intensity she brings and how she can galvanize and lead a group, because she's a really emotional player. And we see that, yes, she's pissed off, but she treats that in such a way that it lends to the team. And I think when they won, it was a storyline of, oh, is Marta stepping away from the game? Is she leaving this team? No. But it carried the team into the final, I think, with so much confidence that looking at this and knowing that she's pissed off and she's probably riling everybody up all week, playing intense, going against Gotham, trying to shut all the haters up, she is absolutely going to kill it and bring
Is Marta
some heat.
calling right now?
I know. Was it me?
She's ringing saying, who's talking about me?
No, the Orlando girls have been giving me a hard time because we talked on the pod and, there was some controversy about whether or not they had the same, squad level as Gotham. And I really believe they do. I think when you look at Gotham, these are players that have been in the league longer. They have a little bit more established careers. They've, we watched them win the championship with you guys. Whereas Orlando, they have a lot of up-and-coming players, new talent being brought in. Jackie Ovalle, Haley McCutcheon's come to life again this year with Orlando. This team is incredibly talented. So I don't think that there's a favorite. I think it's very open, and I expect a chippy match for some reason. I think it's going to be. I think there's going to be a lot of fouls.
Yeah, I think if today was a chess match, tomorrow's going to be a boxing match. I think that there's a lot of energy and
kind of a bar
emotion coming into this match.
I was thinking like paintball, like something like super, just like unhinged,
just like quick,
super unhinged, like a battle out in the
one of those
crazy,
out in the wild.
Yeah,
okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So obviously the Washington Spirit, we do know they're in the final. Are they the favorites regardless of these two teams that make it?
I don't. Well, okay. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. The way Spirit played today, the way Orlando and Gotham played their quarterfinal matches, all three of these teams look excellent to me right now. Therefore, that's why tomorrow, I think what's going to be difficult for Gotham is Kansas City sat off them a little bit, gave them a little time. Orlando pressed Seattle, and that's where they were successful. Their press is so good, too. In that game. Yeah, so I think if Gotham is able to handle Orlando's press, they might have the upper hand to be able to play out of that, because I don't think Orlando will be able to. I think Gotham actually is very organized defensively, so it'd be tough for them to play all the way from the back through. Gotham has to be able to play out, has to be able to break Orlando's press, and has to be clinical in the final third. So who do I think is going to win? I don't know.
What do we think about kind of the winger matchup? I mean, Purse has been in form, going up against Abello, who likes to get forward.
Does really good tracking back as well. That's another one of those players that I'm like, gets her call up into the national team, has done really well, been dealing with some injuries and knocks. The matchups are so good. Emily Sams or Corey Dyke on the other side, whoever it's going to be. Orlando has such a strong defense, but when you get Gotham start to cook in the attack and they start combining, and they have these very poetic styles, these passing patterns that they do to break teams down. It's such an even matchup that it's hard to predict what's going to happen tomorrow.
But I will say Gotham is coming off of a huge win in Kansas City. To ride that high into this semifinal match. Almost
we have
everybody.
Marta and Luana.
I know, and we have a raging Marta right now. Yeah. So it's like who is going to bottle their emotion and bring it out onto the field and help it carry them to victory? I don't know, but again, I'm going to be very nervous on the couch.
It's going to be spicy.
Lots to look forward to with tomorrow's match. And then, of course, we'll be in San Jose for the final, the NWSL Championship, which is November 22nd, 8 o'clock Eastern. We will be pitchside for that game. Our coverage will start for you with a 90-minute build-up at 6:30 Eastern, and the match will be on big CBS, as will we girls, with all the build-up to the game as well, and on Paramount Plus, as always. Well, the Spirit, they are heading to their record-tying fourth final, their third in the last 5 seasons, with the aim of winning their second title in their history. And now it's either Orlando Pride or Gotham that will join them next week in San Jose. We can't wait to see you there, everybody. We'll see you soon. For many of us, football is more than just a game. An Emmy Award-winning docuseries, Football Must Go On, tells one such story. Guillaume Balaguer takes us through Ukrainian club Shakhtar's journey to play in the Champions League amid the war and the chaos taking place in the country.
Shakhtar have become a metaphor for the struggle of Ukrainians.
Donetsk is occupied territory and there's a battle line between them and many of their loved ones.
This is our duty, and football never stops. Football must go on.